Hey beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a first impressions video on the Angelica Nyqvist and Oden's Eye Cosmetics Trick or Treat palette. Now I'm not going to hold you guys too long with this intro because I fully recognize that this is old. And I'm saying old in like a general term because it's not an old palette, but this did come out in Halloween, so like Halloween 2023. So I recognize that this review or this first impressions is going up a lot later than this palette has been released. But this is still available and I know you guys may be interested in it. So I wanted to still give you guys my thoughts because I was able to pick this up during Black Friday last year. So like we always do, I'm going to give you guys some product details, 2 eye looks, and then I'll come back at the end to wrap things up with my thoughts. So like I said, this is the Trick or Treat palette from Oden's Eye Cosmetics. This is a collab that the brand did with Angelica Nyqvist, a creator here on YouTube and all of the other platforms. And I'll be sure to link her channel down below because she does have more detailed information on the palette. Now, this is the packaging, which I think is really beautiful, but quite frankly a little bit busy, and this is actually a part of like 2 palettes and I did pick up both of them, but this one is what we're going to focus on. This is the Trick or Treat palette. Absolutely stunning. I love the fact that this is both orange and green and you can do neutral or colorful, so it has a little bit of versatility there. So really standard Oden's Eye products. On the back you have all of the shade names and the details. It does say that this was made in China. It has a 36-month shelf life, which is much longer than typical, and it is cruelty free. I don't see anything about this being vegan, but if you know, let me know down in the comments below. And in terms of price, this retails for $43.90. You are not able to use a discount code with this because it is a palette with a creator. But like I said, I picked this up during Black Friday, so I got it for about 30% off, which isn't bad. And I don't know what the Oden's Eye sales are, but from my knowledge, they only really do a Black Friday sale. So if you were interested in picking this up, you're probably only going to get it at full price, or if you want, you can wait till Black Friday this year to see if you get it. But these legendary Diversa palettes are limited edition, so once they're gone, they're gone. They don't necessarily come back. So like I said, $43.90.
Life right now is a movie. Yeah, wish the soundtrack was groovy. Too bad I'm frustrated, I'm moody. Yeah, just need a happy ever after. Guess this was kind of fun when it all started going down. Walking around in PJs, nap on the couch, watching TV all day and spending time inside the house. Life right now is a movie. Yeah, wish the soundtrack was groovy. Too bad I'm frustrated, I'm moody. Yeah, just need a happy ever after. Can I speak to the director of life? Think he made a mistake with his design. This was supposed to be a comedy, not an apocalyptic tragedy. Everybody on the set is confused. This used to be fun, no, we're not amused. Casting the crew to meant to be removed. Yeah.
Seriously.
We used to see all this on Netflix, cheesy action flicks. Now you and me are living in it, 'cause life right now is a movie. Yeah, wish the soundtrack was groovy. Too bad I'm frustrated, I'm moody. Yeah, just need a happy ever after. aunque sea única vez. Y tú y yo no puede ser, vamos a pasarla bien por última vez. Quiero estar contigo un poquito, tu cuerpo y el mío pegadito, pegadito. Si jugas conmigo, cuidadito, cuidadito, vamos con el ritmo suavecito, suavecito. Yo quiero estar contigo un poquito, tu cuerpo y el mío pegadito, pegadito. Si jugas conmigo, cuidadito, cuidadito, vamos con el ritmo suavecito, suavecito.
Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into the second look. I'm going for a neutral-ish look because I'm going out today and I want to look normal. So I'm gonna go ahead and again start with this shade right here. This is probably like the one transition shade that works well for my complexion in this palette. Now, I'm not really sure what I want to do, but we'll see where this goes. I want to keep it somewhat simple. This is a beautiful shade though, and it is showing up quite nicely, quite pigmented in my complexion.
Bright in the sky.
Next up, I want to go into this deep green shade and use that to deepen up the outer V. I think I'm gonna just stick with maybe 2 mattes today. Maybe, we'll see.
Tonight. Silver balloons, stay high. Pick up the pieces and hold me tight.
Then taking the same brush, I'm gonna go into the dark brown to get even a little bit more depth in that outer V.
Silver balloons, stay high. Pick up the pieces and hold me tight tonight. Is it karma or just another drama?
Now I do find that the difference between the dark to light / translucent shade is just a little too stark for me, so I'm gonna go into the orange and I'm actually gonna plop that into the crease. We have a little bit of a stronger gradient between the deep grungy shades and then that light kind of like yellow green transition shade. Yeah, you see how that changed it up a bit? Okay, we're gonna come back to the mattes, but let's just start on the shimmers. So I'm gonna take this shimmer, put it into the inner part of the eye, and then I'm gonna go into the yellow. So taking that really beautiful copper shimmer just with my finger, and then I'm plopping that smack into the center of the lid. Oh, that's pretty. And then next up, taking that yellow gold shade and putting that into the inner part of the eye, blending it into that orange coppery shade. All right, you guys know the drill. This is the vision. This is what we're looking for. Let's go blend everything together, make this look a lot more seamless and not as harsh. And then I'll come back and show you guys the final look and give you guys my final first impressions thoughts.
Is another one's pleasure. Call Alice. She'll walk you through the mirror. White rabbits. All killer, no filler.
Okay, I'm back and this is the final look, the final face. You know, you guys have seen me do a really warm look like this before. It's a little bit brighter than I was going for because I wanted something a little bit more natural, neutral, but it is what it is. I'm using an Oden'S Eye palette. Quick thoughts and then we'll wrap up today's videos. Overall, I really like this eyeshadow palette. I think it is super punchy. These two green shades in particular, I think really stood out to me because they had really intense impact, and I definitely appreciated the amount of intensity I got from the green look in particular. Now, I have worn this 3 times so far, and I will say that overall, when it comes to application and ease, I felt like it was kind of hard. And I'm not saying that it was hard in terms of this is the hardest eyeshadow I've ever applied. I'm just saying that I've had shadows or palettes that I've used that have been easier to work with. And I was just a little bit confused because I'm trying to remember, like, is this what Oden'S Eye was? Or is it this palette particularly that just felt like I was working a little bit harder than usual? And I know when I'm working harder than usual when it takes me a lot longer to pull a look together. Like, you guys see me edit, like, see the look in a couple of minutes. But honestly, it takes me like a very long time when I'm blending and trying to mesh and meld things together. And I felt like I struggled a little bit with that. Particularly in the first look that I did, I felt like I got a little bit of patchiness from the mattes. And I think that that's where I'm finding a lot of issue, is that the mattes are genuinely a little bit harder to blend than other mattes. They're not bad by any means, but I've had easier mattes that I've worked with. And when it comes to the shimmers, there's a lot of fallout. Like, when I go in with my fingers, I felt that, you know, they are pretty hard pressed, so it did take a little bit to pick it up from the pan to apply to the lids. But what I really struggled with was when I was using my brush to kind of like blend everything together to get a little bit more precise in the top parts of my eyes. Fallout City, like covered in sparkle. Obviously, you guys don't see that when I'm editing everything out or when I'm kind of like blending everything together after I've kind of laid down the foundation for the look. So that doesn't really show up for you guys, but I noticed it, and I noticed that the overall amount of time it takes me to pull together a look was longer for using this palette than it has been for the other palettes that I've used. That being said, am I mad I picked this up? No, I still really like this. I still really enjoy the Oden'S Eye formula. I'm just beginning to realize that in the sort of vast amount of formulas that I have and palettes that I have, this one is not necessarily going to be one that stands out or is a top quality formula anymore, at least. Or maybe it's just this palette. I do have 3 other palettes that I picked up in Black Friday that I need to go ahead and try. So that's that. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my first impressions thoughts on this palette. As far as I know, it is currently still available. You can't use a discount code for it because it's a collab palette, but I was able to pick it up at that sort of 30% off during Black Friday, and I don't know when Oden'S is going to do a sale next. So I'll leave all the information linked down below in case you were planning to pick it up. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Hope you enjoy it. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. Leave an orange heart for this orange, beautiful, fiery look. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!